I think Aaron Judge will be the best right-handed hitter of all time if he wins the World Series this year.
I think Jalen Brunson is definitely our highest performer in, like close games in the last minute for sure.
I think he's good, but I don't think he played his best.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Hello, welcome back to our show, ESN. We'll be talking about the NFL mock drafts, Knicks free agents, and Giants free agents. Today we'll be talking about the mock drafts. All right, some of the players that went to the Combine. There's great players, every category, all right? Some of the players in the Combine room, their fastest 40 was Taylon Green at a 4.36. That's pretty fast for a quarterback. What do you think?
Yeah, 4.36. That's one of the faster ones. Obviously not the best, but it's really good.
And the best quarterback of the draft is going number one to the Raiders, Fernando Mendoza. Great talent, led Indiana to an undefeated season and won the national championship. All right.
Was he in the Combine?
I'm not sure about that, but I know from his performance from...
Yeah, I don't think usually players like him with like a lot of hype going into the draft, usually the Combine only brings him down. So I don't think he might not have won. But.
Yeah. But for the running backs... Jeremiah Love, most hype in the thing, coming from Notre Dame, great season, super fast player. Where do you think he'll go?
I think he's been pretty good, but I don't think he's the thing with running backs is that you never like actually know how they're gonna perform in the NFL. I don't think he's gonna be good, but I can see him going to a place like I don't know, like Tennessee, maybe Jacksonville, just places like there.
Yeah, but wide receivers. Obviously, one of the best ones going is Carnell Tate. Like, outstanding player.
Yeah, I think Ohio State, they're just really, really good at giving the NFL, like, talents, like, at the wide receiver position. And I think the funny thing is Carnell Tate, I don't even know if he was the 2. Like, Ohio State was just jacked on the receiver court, and this is one of the better guys people might want to draft, but we'll see how he does in the NFL.
Yeah. At tight end, Kenyon
Sadiq.
Yeah. He's really good, big dude. You know more about him because he went to Oregon.
Yeah, he was really good. I mean, he was hurdling over people and then he would truck over people. He was fast and agile, and he could bully people down low. Yeah. He was good.
It's built like kind of like an offensive lineman out there. How have you?
Not more of like he was like he was fast and he was like strong. He was like he's more of like I don't know. He was good. He could also block too.
Yeah. For O-line, Logan Jones, we're in a 4.3. That's from offensive line.
I mean, that's fast. I mean,
coming from like probably 300-pound dude.
Would the quarterback run 3.36 or 4.36, right?
Mm-hmm.
Damn, that guy's fast. I mean, for a lineman, usually you get like a 4.4, 4.5, but 4.3, that's really good.
Yeah, and the best one from us is Francis Magui. I think I pronounced that right. I'm not sure, but I know he's a beast. I can't remember where he went, but that kid is like pretty awesome where he does. From D-line, Zane Durant ran a 4.75. Also coming from there, that's actually really good too.
Mm-hmm.
From linebacker, he ran the fastest and he's the best, Sonny Styles. I heard that he's like 226, built like Derrick Henry, moves like Megatron, and he could be a generational talent wherever he goes. Where do you think he'll end up?
I don't know about generational talent, but like looking at it, he was pretty good at Ohio State. Their team was also really good. And then when he came to Miami, like he played perfect the whole season, but when they played Miami, he didn't really show up.
Yeah, but I know like he can move, like coming from how big he is and stuff.
Yeah, no, definitely. He's like I said, I mean, maybe the Miami game was a fluke, but he was pretty good, yeah.
Yeah, like, whoever gets him, like, if I know maybe the Giants would pick him up at 5, but
that'd be a reach.
Yeah,
I don't know, you guys have pretty good. The Giants have pretty good linebackers. I think they're probably gonna more look in the direction of Caleb Downs, but I definitely think he could be a first round pick. Sonny Styles, yeah.
Where do you think? Like, how far do you think he'll go? Like top 10? I think he's top 10, but
I don't know about top 10. I mean, with the other players in the draft and what the team needs, possibly go in the top 10. But I'm thinking more like
Top 25.
I think under like top 20, like 15 around there.
You know, who has in like top 20, top 10, like between there, like.
I don't know exactly, but like there's teams like I'm pretty sure the Cowboys are in that range.
Yeah. Cowboys, I know, can draft good linebackers because they got Michael Parsons when he was on the Cowboys. Like.
Yeah, but I think they have a lot of linebackers. But I mean, then they might end up drafting him because I mean, if he's available, because their defense that was the main.
Help.
Yeah, that was a problem this season and last season too.
Yeah, even with Mike Parsons there, but
he's gone now. Yeah.
From safety, Toronto Pride Jr. 4-2. Coming from safety, I know he could probably ball hawk out there because of how fast he is.
Yeah, but I mean, like I said before, I think there's only like really one safety that they're going to be looking at in this draft class, and it's Caleb Downs. So maybe he'll go in the first round. I don't know for sure, but I mean, 4-3-2, that's really good.
Yeah, but the edge rushers, Reese 4-4-6, he's gonna be coming off the ball really quick. So tackles who have to go against him are scary. But he kind of reminds me when his playing style of like Myles Garrett, how fast he comes off the ball.
That is true, but you never know. He goes in the NFL going against these big guys. I mean, they're not scared at all. I think maybe they'll get like an edge up them on the tackle position. And over since Ohio State, right?
I think, yeah.
Yeah, Ohio State. I mean, they're really good at developing players. There's a lot of good NFL talent from Ohio State, and I think he's set up perfectly if he goes.
Yeah, everyone who goes to like those big schools like Oregon, Ohio State, because they're such powerhouse schools, they always develop generational people.
Yeah, because think about the money they have there too. They can put so much money into their program, and they can also pay these players so much with NIL nowadays.
And like the like when they, like you said, the NIL, also when they put into like their recovery programs. That's
especially,
how,
yeah. Well, I mean, NIL money doesn't really go to like the school probably pays for everything in recovery because I don't think they're ever paying for like doctors' visits, especially when the school has like top-notch trainers, especially big schools like that. But
yeah. But up next, Darren and Lucas will be talking about the New York Knicks and how their season's going.
Yep.
Today, and welcome back to ESN. Today, me and Lucas will be talking about the New York Knicks and their recent games. So let's start talking about the current standings and their road trip out west.
Yep. So they are 41-25 and competing near the top of the Eastern Conference. I think they're third right now. Boston and
Detroit.
Yes, they are 1-2. I think Boston's 2 right now.
Yeah, Boston is 2.
Yep. So they're in the middle of that, trying to win as many games as possible, staying at the top, obviously. Yeah, I mean, we talk about their playoff, all that. Like every single week, we're always talking about that. I was talking about the players, and yeah. So their recent games have been competitive, but a lot of turnovers, right? A lot of simple stuff that they could work on.
Yeah, a lot of self-inflicted wounds, in my opinion. When you watch the Lakers game, losing that game, I really thought they should have won that. And then another one was Clippers losing to a team near the bottom of the NBA, and them not playing great in that game is a little embarrassing. And you're a top 6 team in the NBA, and you lose to a bottom 6 team in the NBA. That's just a little embarrassing, in my opinion.
Oh, 100%. A terrible game played by them. Yeah, honestly, just bad on all fronts, offensive and defensive. I mean, you can't. Those are throwaway games. You got to win those. Those are games that you should win every time, especially at third right now. They really need those nice, easy wins.
And being in such a tight race with Boston and Detroit, and also Boston getting back Tatum now, which helps them in that race. But those easy teams, you have to win, like you said. That's just very important. And now let's go to the pit to see what they have to say about that.
I mean, them dropping the game to the Clippers, that is humiliating on everything right there. That is a terrible team, and it's like losing to the Brooklyn Nets.
Yeah, I mean, it's almost embarrassing. I mean, like, a team like this, I mean, honestly, I thought they could make it all the way this year, and then, I mean, this happens. It doesn't bring all my down, doesn't bring everything down, but I expect better next time.
Season might almost be over after that kind of loss. Let's get back to the set.
Yeah, I'd have to agree with Jake. I don't think their season's over after that loss, but definitely something to bounce back on and think about during practice. All right, let's talk about their most recent game, Clippers versus Knicks. Only an 8-point loss. I thought it was more of a blowout win by the Clippers. I thought they lost by way more, but they really didn't. I mean, it was closer than I thought.
Any loss to the Clippers is very bad.
Yeah, I mean,
You're right.
I mean, 8 points. I mean, it's not that bad. I mean,
But I mean, losing any kind of game, that's like losing to like the Jazz and Kings and Nets. These are teams that should be calling for the disaster draft, not teams that the Knicks should be losing to in third place in the Eastern Conference.
yeah, but I mean, it's one game. I mean, they're gonna
No,
bounce back, right?
that's very bad. So back to the set.
Yeah, thank you. Anyways, let's talk about the stats that game. Karl Anthony Towns, 35 points, solid, 12 rebounds, 7 assists, almost a triple-double.
Yeah, I mean, Cat had a normal Cat night, 12 rebounds. That's pretty good. But also, you gotta look at the 35 points. This season, compared to last season, there's been a drop off in points, in my opinion. But
Yeah.
when you see 35 points, you just see what Cat can really do when he's on his game.
But on the other side of the court, I mean, is he really playing with that same intensity on defense? To be honest, I mean, yeah, he's scoring 35 points, obviously, but they really need that big man in the paint, and I don't think on defense he's really doing that.
Yeah, I mean, really defensively, he's not the best big in the league. I mean, there's a lot better ones. Knicks have one of the good ones in Mitchell Robinson too.
It's true.
But you can't have both of them out there at the same time. You could, but you only have two types of those players, and you can't wear them down.
Yeah, and Robinson is not going to score 35 points for you and get like 15 rebounds. So that's obviously why they have Cat on. And Anunoby, 22 points. Do you know if he started that game? And he must have.
Yeah, he starts the majority of these games. OG is pretty good.
Yeah.
You're going to get close to 20, a little over sometimes every games. But with him, you're going to get really good defense, too. It's like him and Mikal Bridges are kind of the same player, but I honestly think OG Anunoby is a little more clutch with the three.
Yeah, and he has that size advantage, too, as well. Josh Hart, I think he's been starting more, I've noticed, over the past few games. So double-double, 12 points, 13 rebounds. There's nothing to complain about there. Just on defense, you can't be giving up 130 points to one of the worst teams in the league.
Yeah. So now another problem that we discussed earlier, I think, the turnover problem. Committed over 20 turnovers in a game. 20.
Was that 20 turnovers against the Clippers?
I'm not sure.
Yeah, it was the Clippers.
That is pathetic. I mean, that team,
20 turnovers to one of the worst teams in the NBA.
That is a sign. This team really needs to lock it in.
Think about it, though.
They might not even see them past the first round.
No, they definitely will.
Jake,
It's one game, man.
This is
one game.
This is the top 16 in the NBA. I think they're going to make it to the Final Four, probably.
Look at that. The Brooklyn Nets look better than them.
The Nets do not.
Think about it though. They had 20 turnovers and they still put up 128 points.
Yeah, we gave 138 points to a team.
136, Jake.
It's 136 to a team that can barely shoot the ball.
I mean, I do agree with Jake. This team wasn't good, but I mean, you're not gonna have off games. You're gonna have good games. You know, I think that if they do show their best in the playoffs, which they most likely will, I mean, they have 7 games to play. I think they'll definitely clear that.
We also have to take into account that they're still an NBA team that they're playing. I don't care if they're bottom 6; they're still an NBA team with NBA players, and they're gonna beat you if you turn over the ball 20 times.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. This team is not built to win right now. They gotta really rebuild this season.
Jake, I think you're talking about the Nets, not the Knicks.
But that's our quality team.
It's all right to be a little confused sometimes, but I think we're gonna take it back to the.
But I mean,
yeah, send it back.
To the people who know what they're talking about.
Yeah.
You don't know what you're talking about.
I think I know what I'm talking about because I'm actually a Knicks fan.
You never know what you're talking about.
You're a Nets fan.
I am too. So.
Oh yeah, sure. What do you like to
You're a Nets fan.
I think we're gonna keep it up here. Coach Mike Brown.
Emphasized a lot
Yeah.
of ball control
A
after
lot of
loss,
ball control, yeah.
which you would expect after 20 turnovers.
Oh, 100%. I mean, that locker room after the game must have been crazy. I mean, 20 turnovers as you're third in the league right now. That's terrible.
Yeah, and then also late in the game too, if you need to get clutch scoring and
Brunson.
need to win,
Yeah.
Brunson turning the ball over is not going to help.
Oh, 100. Yeah, it's bad. I mean,
And when I watch Brunson play, he's a great player, but he's kind of a ball hog some of the time.
I know. And if he's not on that night and he's not making all those shots that he's taking, yeah, it's just going to be a turnover.
You have other guys that can shoot too. Anunoby can put up over 20. Cat put up over 30.
Yeah, and you have Shamit off the bench. He's in
Yeah.
the corner.
And also you have Deuce McBride, who comes off the bench and I feel like energizes the team when they're playing terrible.
It's just Brunson. He'll start with the ball and he'll either pass it and we'll score, or he'll drive in, do like a Euro step, and just miss completely.
Yeah,
Yeah,
100%.
yeah, but he also is like your best player. So I mean, like giving him opportunities is also what the team should be doing. I know they should spread the ball, but I mean, if you're your best player, yeah, you're gonna take those shots, you know.
I do.
I really like their head coach though. The next one thing they got for him, like, he's really something.
Okay, well, Chris, you also have to think about our whole team. I mean, we were talking about the stats. I mean, they had like 5 players had like over 25 points.
Yeah, I understand
So
that, but
you really got to feed him the ball there, especially if Brunson's having an off night. He really can't be taking those shots.
yeah, but on the off night, like you're only gonna realize you're having an off night till the third, fourth quarter.
You want Brunson shooting that ball.
That's true, but they were down for the third and fourth quarter, so he really needs to start.
When
spreading
you're
the ball
down, you
around
want
if
threes.
he's-
You know, cut that lead easier.
Didn't know. I'm just getting cut off, so I think we're gonna keep my main set.
Send it back up.
Yeah, we gotta get it away from us.
All right. Yeah. That wasn't the most recent game though. We were wrong. A huge win right before that road trip. They dominated the Denver Nuggets, 143-102.
Yep, that's a great win against a really good team, and a team like that I can honestly see down the stretch, or even maybe facing in the finals. They got a good player in Jokic,
Yeah.
all over the place. Really good shooter too, and really good in the paint. He's like Cat almost, but a lot better.
Yeah, definitely. And we almost held them to under 100 points,
Yes.
and that is definitely something to.
That's elite stuff.
look
Yeah,
at.
they can bounce back because
Yeah.
of that, you know.
See, that's back on now.
Bright spot in that game too was Josh Hart having 18 points. For him, that's a pretty good game in my opinion.
Really good. I mean, I'm sure that game he probably didn't start. He probably came off the bench,
Yes.
especially against a team like that. So 18 points off the bench. I'm sure he's hitting a lot of clutch threes.
Yeah.
Let's look at the young players. Obviously, Diawara, he's been there. He's always energized off the bench. He's always going to give you that energized hustle play.
Yes. Diawara has been pretty good off the bench for the limited time he's been in the game. If he was on another team, say like the Brooklyn Nets that are terrible, he'd
Don't
probably
ever
be
call the
starting.
Brooklyn Nets terrible.
Didn't know we were interrupting during the
Yeah,
middle of the
I'll agree with you, Darren. They all are.
That's
terrible.
insulting.
When you look at, and also they have other guys too that could be starting on other teams. Deuce, Tyler Kolek, second year guy, and also like I said, Diawara.
Yeah, I agree.
Definitely. I mean, he's just so explosive. I mean, he's putting up poster like top 5 ESPN highlight dunks
Oh yeah.
like off the bench. He's not even starting. I mean, that's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, talking about having guys off the bench that are really good, that just shows the depth you have and the ability to go on a deep run, like Jake said, they're not fit to do.
After that, went they're back on.
Having that depth is really crucial, and also having guys that you can plug in to your starting lineup.
Yeah, definitely. Diawara, yeah, he's not scoring 10 plus points, but he's there for just a clutch layup, or I mean, he's not getting that many minutes, obviously. But yeah, he's always going to be there for the team off the bench, and that's what I think is special about this Knicks team. They have this. It's not just their starting five, that core five. They have like 7 or 8 or even 9 guys who can put up points when you need them.
They're a team built to go on a run. That's
Definitely.
just what it is, and we've said that this whole season.
Yeah, and hopefully next week and next 2 weeks we won't see losses like that to
Yes.
teams
The
like
pathetic
that.
Clippers.
Yeah, was this like an early game or a late game? Like where there was this in the morning or was it like an afternoon?
Time's important in this.
What are you talking
I don't
about?
really think that's really important.
That's not important, especially when you're talking about in an NBA game. So I think we're gonna end that.
Jack Robin would fight the deported.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Don't know what he's talking about. All right. What's next? They continue their 5-game road trip with more Western Conference matchups. What do you think their focus going forward should be for these next few games?
Scouting out what the other side of the playoff bracket would look like, because you never know. There can be a few upsets, and they're playing a team they wouldn't expect to play in the finals, or if they make it there.
It's true. Obviously, really just work on those turnovers and tighten perimeter defense. We
Yes.
didn't really talk about that, but
I mean, you can always tighten up defensively, too, going down the stretch, which should help them defensively and not let up over 130 points, too.
I know.
Especially to a bottom league team.
Jake, you're a Nets fan.
Jake, we understand, okay? Listen, I'm gonna agree with you guys. I think they could make a deep run.
Yeah.
We hope so.
And then another thing, think about, would you rest Jalen Brunson down the stretch here because they know they're going to be a playoff team?
That's interesting. I'm not sure, honestly, because we do need to win these,
Yes.
5 games.
But
Yeah, I wouldn't do
should we
that.
just accept the 3 seed, or would you go for the 2 seed?
Why wouldn't you push for the 2 seed if
I
you had
mean,
the chance?
I would 100% push for the 2 seed, but
Yeah.
also why risk an injury in games that you already know you're going to make the playoffs?
I mean, once you're clinching
but
to
this
the
is-
3 seed, then
this-
you should
this
bench
isn't-
him. But why would you do it before you have a chance to get to the 2 seed? That's stupid. There's
We
no reason
are
to do that.
basically clinched.
I mean, soon as
the
soon as the Celtics are clinched to the 2,
with the
then
Celtics
go
getting
bench 'em.
Tatum,
but they're also. I don't know when they get him back. Is it next game, 2 games? But
he's already back.
No, he's back. I saw him playing.
in this.
He didn't have a bad
in this-
game.
in this last game.
I don't
Yeah,
know
well-
exactly what game, but I saw it recently a post.
Yeah, I don't think they should rest him. You know, it's not football. It's not that physical, but I mean, stuff can happen. But I think they should fight for that 2 seed. If the Celtics do eventually end up getting it from them, then they should maybe take a step back, take some of
Yeah.
their starters out.
Minute restrictions, maybe.
Yeah, instead of playing them most of the game. But other than
I
that,
agree. Yeah, I think benching him would just be overboard. I don't think benching him for the whole game
I agree.
would be worth it. To be honest,
Yeah.
I'd agree. They're always going to be strong contenders. Obviously,
Yep.
they're not going to lose the 3 seed at this point. I think it's clinched. I'm not sure. Probably within the next few games.
All right.
That's all for today. And next, we're going to be talking about the Giants with Jake and Darren.
Welcome back to ESN today. Me and Naira will be talking about the potential moves the Giants could make. What positions do you think they need there, Darren?
I honestly think they need help all over the place, but one position in general I think they need help in is the O-line and the D-line. The D-line, they need help for Dexter Lawrence because this season you saw him getting a lot of double teams and you saw a dip in production.
Yeah, there was definitely a dip in production, but one thing I have to disagree with you on is you saying the O-line needs help. And it's a very casual take right there to say the O-line needs help. When you really look at it, the Giants had not the greatest O-line, but it was at least almost top 10 O-line. Their line was not the problem. I honestly think more of what they need is corners, wide receiver, running back is a really big thing. I know people love Cam Scadaboo, but he is my person, just a trendy guy online. Nope, he's not really that good. So I think they need to address that way more than they need to address O-line. And D-line, I think, also could use a little bit of addressing, but what do you think?
With the O-line, I think they need another guy, preferably a starter, because I think you can upgrade first at center, and then
It's right guard more than center.
yeah, you don't know if
Illuminor.
Illuminor will be back. That's a question mark, and then Van Roten too, because he's an older dude, but he was okay. I mean, the interior of our line was okay, but not great. You can always upgrade
Yeah.
And I mean, like a guy like John Runyon, who's making a lot, you could probably cut him and find a younger guy in free agency, or even get a guy in the draft. Look who we found last year, Marcus Bowe.
Yeah.
He was a good rotation piece.
Yeah, I think we can both agree that basically the main positions they probably need help with is cornerback, need help in the trenches a little bit, more on that D-line. Another RB, a real RB to go with Cam Scadaboo and Tyrone Tracy. Defense, I mean, we probably already said corner, but maybe even safety. And I could also even say wide receiver, too. They could be using help. I think those are pretty set positions they could improve upon.
Yeah, I mean, the receiver position, you could just get through the draft. Running back, get another draft guy, too. So now let's go to the pit and see what they have to say.
Yeah, I agree with you guys, including Jake saying that we need a lot of wide receivers and CBs. That was part of our problem last year. Chris, what do you think?
Yeah, I disagree. I think like when he said Cam Scadaboo was like bad, he's not. I think he's a really good running back, and he was playing top notch until he got injured. And their O-line, I think their O-line was the problem. I mean, their quarterback got injured, their running back got injured. I mean, I don't think they did that great this season.
Chris, I'm going to have to disagree with you. It's definitely on the Jackson Dart's fault why he got all those head injuries. It'd be him, like, running and just diving into defenders' kneecaps. And also, I just don't think it was the O-line's fault. I mean, overall, they were pretty good. And Cam Scadaboo is definitely – I know you're an Eagles fan, so you're trying to, like, say things that you want them to upgrade. But they're really not going to upgrade that. You just want, like, them to do bad. So
I said the running back was good.
their running back is – Cam Scadaboo is – not that good.
Yes, he is.
He's a trend.
Cam Scadaboo is a trend, but also he's a bruiser, and he's not going to last long, so you need a rotation.
He's literally only good in, like, third and short or on the goal line.
Yeah,
That's a lie.
I honestly – what was his longest run?
Okay, he probably had some decent long runs when he was trendy, but that was also because the line was also really good for him. I mean, the beginning of that season, he ran all over Chrissy JJ's Eagles over there in the Thursday night game.
I think his longest one was 20 yards.
But also,
Yeah, like that's the thing. Like it was wrong. It was just 20
but he
yards.
played for 3
he's a
weeks.
running back that's just going to wear you down.
He's
the
good
whole
for third and
game.
short. I mean, look at what the Seahawks did with K9. That's one of my guys I really want to get in the free agency.
Yeah.
It could be like the same thing with him and Cam Scadaboo and Zach Charbonnet. Could be the same, and K9 could just be the main back.
Yeah, but then they're going to spend all their money on someone they don't need.
Yeah,
They do
I
need
honestly
that.
think-
Cam Scadaboo's going to be injured, and they're going to have Tyrone Tracy
But also,
again.
Tyrone Tracy, you could get 900 yards. He's already had a 900-yard season.
He is mid as hell.
He is not a mid-running back.
He's not that mid. He's pretty good.
He's a really good
What are you saying,
back.
K-
He's good at receiving, too,
You're saying
which
K9's not better
Scadaboo
than
is
him?
not good at.
Well, I mean, that's a stretch. I mean, K9's going to ask for a lot of money. I mean,
Yeah.
he just won Super Bowl MVP.
I know.
I wouldn't give K9 $36 million. I'd rather put that money somewhere else where we need more, like in the secondary, or even getting another
Well, I mean, yeah.
sidekick
I
for
mean, you could
Dexter.
definitely get side. Who's going to be a sidekick, right? Really, but Jamal Dean from the Tampa Bay Buccaneers at corner, that could be a really good pickup. He's one of my favorite guys right now for the Giants to get. I really like him a lot. What do you think of Jamal Dean?
I honestly think he's a really underrated corner in this league. He's coming off an okay defense, and also I think with the addition of Denard Wilson having that pass rush, it could really take the pressure off the secondary with them
Yeah.
getting to the quarterback.
But I think one of the big things they also need to do with that corner room, if they're going to get Jamal Dean, I think they also need to bring back Cordell Flott, because then you're going to have Paul Adebo out there. Have a not a great corner room, but if they're just average, that'd be good enough. What do you guys think?
Yeah, I think if we put a lot more depth into it and a lot more speed, because obviously our division has a lot of speedy players with it, including like CeeDee Lamb and George Pickens now coming back. You need help with that.
Yeah, Saquon, too.
Yeah, Saquon.
And I think their cornerbacks are good. I think if they just get one good piece, I think this defense can actually be really good. I think their D-line has a bit underperformed, but I think they can reach another level. I think their linebackers, if they just do their job and they get a better piece at corner or just defensive backs in general, I think they'll be set for defense. It's just their offense.
I think the defense's problem last year, from listening to everything,
The run.
was the run, yes. But I think they underperformed because we had, which might have been the worst defensive coordinator in the NFL.
I 100%
The Kevin
agree with
Petullo
you.
of defensive coordinators.
Yes, 100%.
Yeah.
When he needed to blitz, I don't think he ever blitzed. half
He
the
just didn't
time.
do anything. He
would just
let
call
the other team
prevent
score.
defense. And when you're watching us in the end of a game, so many blown leads, especially the Denver game, we just let them march down the field, and also us taking dumb penalties.
I mean, you really look at it. There are so many games we lost because our defense, that was supposed to carry the offense, because we had like a literal moron at defensive coordinator would just give up all these points. I think really the defense does not need all this helping as people think. Like, I mean, they probably need another CB, maybe a linebacker in the draft in Sonny Styles or Caleb Downs, but they don't need all this help because we had an idiot at defensive coordinator.
I 100% agree with you, but when you look at the team, the defense, they have good talent. Burns, Abdul Carter, Kayvon Thibodeau at the moment, and they're probably going to trade him, which they should. I wouldn't pay him because he's been injured every season, but when he's on the field, he's good.
I mean, who cares if he's on the field for like 3 games a year?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think the defensive line, you guys got a really good defensive line. I think that the coordinator doesn't have all that to do. I think you guys overpriced on them, but if you guys
that's coming from an Eagles fan who whined about Kevin Patullo ruining your offense.
he did. We had the best offense in the league. and
Yeah,
should
we one of the
remember.
best defenses in the league, and he
That's a
ruined
lie.
it.
This defense is built to be a top 10 unit in the NFL.
Yeah.
Yeah, and same thing with the Eagles' offense, and both of them got ruined. So
Especially
you should know how it feels.
Especially interior D linemen after Dexter Lawrence kept on getting double teamed the entire time. We need more power in there.
Yeah, we do.
That's why I said you get another D
So-
lineman to put next to him so he doesn't have to get doubled.
Instead
Yeah,
of
but
like
they also
Darius
don't need to spend
Alexander.
big
I feel
money
like
on that. They need to
Dexter
spend
Lawrence- you
big
get
money
it-
on a right guard.
But you have young guys for the line, like a Darius Alexander, too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But also,
Dexter
you
Lawrence
need,
is good.
But also, you need a veteran for him.
Yeah, like I mean, someone that maybe teach him. But really, I would rather spend our money on getting a good corner, get a good center, and then bring back Wanda Robinson. If you're not going to bring him back, bring in an older, more proven guy. I like Mike Evans. I mean, it could be a little iffy,
Pricey.
a little pricey. But I mean, another guy I really liked was Romeo Dobbs, a really guy I think that's pretty consistent. He's usually on the field. I think he could be pretty good.
We need a big receiver. Malik Neighbors. Who knows how Malik Neighbors is going to come back?
He's
after
going to be
that.
good when he comes back. I'm not worried.
He had a shredded knee. You don't know how he's going to be. After Odell had a shredded knee, he was never the same.
He'll be fine.
But
Yeah, but
no. He's going to be fine, but you don't know. And also, with the running back, you don't know how Scatterby's going to be.
That's why I said we should
That's
get
what-
K9.
Yeah, but also, there's different running backs, and they'd rather a cheaper option.
I mean, my ideal offseason for the Giants was K9 at running back. We get him. We bring in a right guard, whoever that to be. We bring in Jamal Dean for the corners. And then I think we're honestly done there. People think we have all these millions of dollars to spend. We don't have this kind of money.
we don't have this money because Shane gives out dumb contracts, and we
Worst
can't get
GM,
out.
by the way.
Yeah, and he gives Graham Gano $3 million. And
Well, he's gone. He's going to get cut.
He's
So
probably
we
going to
need a
get cut,
kicker.
but he's still on the team.
Hopefully he gets cut.
back to the D line. I also think Dexter Lawrence is getting a little old.
Dexter Lawrence
Old?
is
Old.
in his 20s.
I don't know about that.
Look
Was
at
he
a
like
guy-
drafted in like 2019?
Yeah.
He's not old.
Look at a guy
Chrissy
like
JJ,
on-
I'm not really listening to
on your
this
line
say.
for years. Brandon Graham should have been gone a lot earlier.
And he still had 2 sacks this season.
I mean, yeah, Dexter Lawrence did have a half a sack, but
But he was getting double
you mean you
teamed.
double team somebody? What is going to happen to him?
If he's that elite, then
and
he's
having an
If
incompetent
he's that elite, we have
and
two
having
people on
an
him.
incompetent DC to help.
Incompetence is a very nice word to describe him as, by the way.
Yeah, I could use a lot of other words for him, but he's not a smart dude, and I don't think he deserves another job in football. But Dexter Lawrence, I mean, he had a rough season, but he's been a great player. So, and you get him a little help, he'll be fine. His best seasons was when he had Leonard Williams right next to him. We should have never have traded Leonard Williams because he was a Pro Bowler with us, but he stepped up.
Big in Seattle, yeah.
Yeah.
Julian Love, too, in Seattle.
Yeah, but instead we give $140 million to Daniel Jones, and he's gone
Okay,
2
that's
years
season
later.
two. You can't be
But-
crying about that now.
But it could have helped. Instead, we could have still had Xavier McKinney, Julian Love.
We could have, yeah, but we have Shane as our GM.
Yeah, but the
we gotta
Giants
look
do not have a
right
good
now,
front
okay?
office.
You can whine and cry about things we've made in the past. We gotta look right now. That contract's off the books, I think, or at least almost off the books. So right now, this team has a chance to be good next year. They have a chance. There's a lot of Giants fans out there that think they're gonna be the new Patriots. They're not as good as the Patriots. Drake May is better, than Jackson Dart is ever probably going to be, even in this league, I don't think.
When you look at the Patriots, they have something called no incompetence. They're a smart team. They have a good owner, and also they get the right people in
Okay,
free agency.
okay, yes.
And last offseason, they spent a lot of money in free agency.
Yes,
and got
is
the right
correct,
guys.
But I'm just going to go back. I think if the Giants really hit this free agency well, they can make a run to be 10-7 and make a wild card spot. If they did that, I don't think there'd be a single Giants fan who would be upset with that 10-7 season compared to how bad we've been outside of the one season when we made the playoffs in 2022.
I agree with you on that one. But also, this team is getting another top 5 pick. How many top 5 picks have we had in the past 10 years?
I mean, well, when you have
This has been an ongoing
GMs who are
rebuild.
incapable.
This has been an ongoing rebuild, or call it a retool, because every offseason they try and find the fast fix and try and put a Band-Aid on it. That's what it's been for the past 10 years under Gettleman and under Shane.
All right, let's send it to the pit to see what they think about if they hit this free agency right. How good could they get?
I believe that if they do hit this free agency right and they do it well, we could be a really good team. Like we were talking about before, we need to upgrade a lot of our positions at running back, wide receiver, CB, center. I like that center from the Ravens.
Tyler DeBom. He's very
Yeah.
expensive.
He's expensive, but
he would
he's
be
really
very
good.
good,
He would be really good with our system with John Harbaugh. Chris, what do you think?
I do agree, but you're not. I don't think it's a very high chance that you guys are getting the perfect free agency. I mean, obviously it can happen, but I do see.
That's not going to happen.
I
but
do
I
see how
wish.
they will make the playoffs. I think that they will, but they're going to be like an out team, like week 17 they'll clinch it, or week 18 possibly.
Yeah, they'd be having to fight all year, but I mean they're going to have to make all these signings. I mean, you're going to look. Let's even look at Eagles. They're obviously going to be better next season. They don't have Kevin Tulo at OC. Their offense is going to be better. The defense is going to always be pretty good. That's going to be a team that can easily win 14 games. Then you go over to Dallas. They have an elite offense. They're getting better on defense. I'm assuming they're going to get better. That's a team that's going to be improved.
Yeah,
The
they just
Commanders have
traded.
Jaden Daniels back, being healthy. They could go draft someone like Jeremiah Love and have an amazing rushing attack. That's going to be a very hard division to stop. So the Giants need to hit on their free agency. They need to hit in the draft, but this is about free agency. They need to make the right moves in free agency. They need to develop correctly, or they could see themselves with John Harbaugh going to 6-11 again.
When you look at John Harbaugh coach teams, they play discipline and they play physical, and always have a good defense.
I mean, can't be much worse than last year's defense.
Yeah, well, I honestly think watching this team this year, it had some really good high points. Beating the Eagles, playing really well. Cordell Flott having an interception in that game.
They made me believe when they were up like 26-0 on Denver.
I thought that was the turnaround.
I thought we were going to make the playoffs this year.
Yeah.
I think every person in the NFL, probably not every person, but a good amount of people really thought we could have had a chance.
But a
Because-
blown lead because of the defense not being able to make one stop. They can do it all game long and then can't do it somehow in crunch time.
Yeah, but Jackson Dart also threw a pick in that game in a very crucial moment, so you can't put all of them on the
Yeah, but
defense.
he's
Yeah.
also, that was also his like
He's a
third
rookie.
start or fourth starter ever.
Third.
No, it might have been his fourth because he had
No.
L.A.,
The fourth.
New Orleans. Yeah, was his fourth.
Yes, but also
he did well in that game. That's
having
elite
being a
defense.
rookie and having 4 picks, that's a good season. And also, he's had a lot of touchdowns too. You got to remember that.
I mean,
Yeah, but also you're gonna also probably think he's better than he really is because of fantasy football. I know he's very good in fantasy.
He's
real
good in
life.
fantasy because he runs every single play.
I mean, right now he's probably, if you really look at him, he's probably fringe top 18 quarterback, like probably 19, 18 right now, I believe. But really, I mean, they have to hit this free agency. This would be a major miss if they fail here.
there's a lot of big names on the market, and a few good ones in the receiver one. One of them, Stephon Diggs, he's a little past his prime.
I don't want him.
I don't want him either.
He's
He's a
gonna get
cancer.
arrested.
He probably will be. But
So
when
why would
you,
you want someone like that?
I'm just saying,
There's-
as like who's on the market, just based on skill, no personality. But Mike Evans is a guy to get. He's
Tyreek Hill's on there too.
I don't want.
He's still up
He
there.
can be injured
If-
for a week.
If we're gonna
someone
get
else.
I think
Tyreek
Mike Evans
Hill,
is your best bet.
it's
I
a
agree.
1-year deal, and it has to be really cheap.
Who?
For Tyreek, if we're gonna do that, but I
Nobody's
wouldn't do
doing
that.
Tyreek Hill.
Nobody's gonna sign him.
I think Mike Evans could.
Mike
I
Evans,
agree.
Mike
Mike
Evans
Evans
would be
is
good.
Teach
He's gonna be
Malik.
really reliable. But
You know
also,
he'll be good.
another position I would look at too is getting another tight end. In Harbaugh offenses,
Isaiah Likely.
he
I
always
like him.
has. He uses the tight ends a lot.
Yeah. I mean, because I don't trust Daniel Bellinger, to be honest with you, at all.
Bellinger's a good blocking tight end. He's not a really good receiver.
Or
tight
Theo
end.
Johnson. Neither one of them are very good.
Theo Johnson can't catch the ball half the time.
Isaiah Likely would be our best tight end right there and then.
And Likely had a good season 2 years ago, was it?
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
so, yeah.
I think when they made the playoffs.
And he'll be able to break free more because now Mark Andrews won't be there to obviously stop it if he joined the Giants. So
Yeah, but also he's not going to have as much pressure because he's probably going to have a better receiving core here than he did in like receivers in Baltimore. That's a
Debatable.
That's a little far, but if you have Malik Neighbors and like we said, getting Mike Evans, yes, you do.
yes, then that case.
But
All
if
right.
it's just the same, no.
That's all we've got for today. Thank you for watching. Next up, Jack and Chris will be discussing.
We will be discussing the all-around free agents.
Thank you.
You might want to redo that. Really notified, but I mean, he did fail his physical, which I mean is a big thing, especially in the NFL, especially in knee injuries. You can be out for a full season if they're not going to spend this much on a guy who might not even play a game, you know. So they were just a little weird about that. I totally agree with them for giving him up, but I mean, it's just crazy. I've never seen this happen.
Yeah, me either. And Kenneth Walker III got picked up by the Chiefs. What's your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I think I don't know. I don't want to say anything too quick, but I think the Chiefs are going back to the Super Bowl. I obviously don't want that to happen, but Kenneth Walker was the Super Bowl MVP. He's a great running back, and letting him go to a team like the Chiefs, who already have Patrick Mahomes, who did not play his best this year, and I think that's really what they needed. They didn't really have a running game. It's what lost them the Super Bowl against the Eagles, and I think that's a really good pickup, especially for a guy who just won the Super Bowl MVP. I'm not used to seeing teams give up players who are that good.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you think about that?
I don't know why. He was a Super Bowl MVP, and then the Seahawks just dropped him like that. And I think he's a pretty good running back. The Colts re-signed Daniel Jones for a 2-year, $88 million dollar contract. What's your thoughts on that?
I mean, he played good. Don't get me wrong for the Colts this year, but they kind of fell off without him. So I think that this was a good signing. You know, $88 million for Daniel Jones is a lot. I mean, the last time someone overpaid on Daniel Jones, he got cut he got released like the next season or two. So if he plays like he did last year, then they can spend $88 million on him. But we'll have to see. I guess only time will tell.
Yeah, he did play good. He definitely did better at the Colts than he did at the Giants. Romeo Doubs went to the Patriots on a 4-year contract. What's your thoughts on that?
Yeah, Romeo Doubs, Patriots. I think they lost Stephon Diggs in free agency, which I mean they should have. He really was a PR nightmare of the season. And Romeo Doubs, he's good. 4 years. I think he's at maybe late 20s, so he's still young. And yeah, good receiver for the Packers, and you don't really want them to lose that. But do you think the Packers will improve from this trade or pickup?
No, I think Romeo Doubs is a good wide receiver, and I think the Packers should have kept him.
Yeah, the Jets receive Geno Smith after he was there after he left, obviously. And I mean the Raiders, I mean it's a 7th pick. It's not gonna mean anything to the league. Geno Smith might play a game or two, but he's gonna get benched by I think week 3. I don't see him doing any good, especially with the Raiders. He was horrible on the Raiders. And the Raiders, they get another 7th-round pick. I mean, they got a lot of guys this year. I think after getting back, they kind of spent a lot after losing Max Crosby, and then, or not, Max Crosby, right? Mm-hmm. Then after they spent him, they got a bunch of other players like, N'Kobe Dean, one of them. I mean, they got a lot of good players. Now that he's back, they kind of can't do anything about that. But I mean, I kind of helped them. I mean, their team's looking good. If they get Fernando Mendoza in the draft, I think the Raiders have a chance to make the playoffs. I mean, they have a good running back, a really good tight end, and if they get Fernando Mendoza and he plays like he did in college, I think this team could be really good.
Tyreek Woolen got picked up by the Eagles for a 1-year deal from the Seahawks. What's your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I mean, the Eagles already had Cooper Dean and Quinyon Mitchell, and I think Tyreek Woolen just adds to that. They never had, Cooper Dean always played the slot, and Quinyon was a good 1. But after they got rid of Slay, they didn't have that good 2 or 1. So this pickup, I mean, they get a pretty good cornerback. I mean, he just came off a Super Bowl win. I mean, this defensive they have a lot of good defensive backs, and with Vic Fangio, defensive coordinator, I think they can do a lot with him. And I think this defense for the Eagles is going to be great this year, just like the last 2.
Yeah, the Eagles do have a good defense, and with Tyreek Woolen, it's going to be even better. David Montgomery got traded to the Texans from the Lions. The Texans gave Juice Scruggs a 4th-round pick and a 7th-round pick, and all that for David Montgomery. What's your thoughts on that?
I mean, David Montgomery, I mean, the Lions didn't lose anything. I mean, they lost a pick, but Dave Montgomery was there too, and Jahmyr Gibbs is. I don't think he's going to need that much rest. Jahmyr Gibbs is really good, and they also picked up Isaiah Pacheco. So I think that the Lions are good this year, and they got rid of a player that they didn't really need.
Yeah. Dawson Knox got re-signed by the Bills on a 3-year contract. I think that was a good re-sign because he's a good tight end. What's your thoughts on that?
Yeah, Dawson Knox, he's been great. Not great, but he's been good. And 3-year contract. I don't know how much they paid for him, but 3 years is 3 years. I mean, he probably got maybe $40 million, but yeah, I see the Bills spending that much on him. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Where do you think Tyreek Hill's gonna go? Do you think he's gonna go back to the Chiefs or like the Chargers or somewhere like that?
I mean, if he goes back to the Chiefs, that'll be. I mean, that's got Kenneth Walker. I don't know if he's gonna be as good as he did when he originally was on the Chiefs. But I don't know if he's gonna go back down that road. He might go to the Chargers for his last year, or quite honestly, I think he might retire if he doesn't really get picked up this year.
Yeah.
All right, thanks for watching the 9th episode of ESN. Today we talk about the Knicks, Giants, NFL Combine, and free agency. And trades. Stay tuned for the next episode and see you later.